Yo, what is good, gamers? Hope you're doing well. Firstly, I'd like to start off and say a big thanks to all the new subscribers, those who are commenting and liking on the videos. Really helps with the YouTube algorithm and helps the channel grow, so I appreciate that massively. Moving forward, in today's video we are playing on the iPhone XR on the Season 4 update. Let's talk about some of the issues. The major issues that I'm facing, as is people on iPad with the new M4 chip, iPhone 15s, 14s, 13s, you get the picture, right across the board, is crashing. And on all modes. I'm getting it on BR and Plunder, Verdansk. I played 10 games. I started off playing Battle Royale, but I crashed like 2 times per game, so I came over to Plunder so it weren't affecting my teammates. In those 10 games, like I say, on average 2 crashes. The highest crashes in a single match was 3. There's a massive issue there. I don't know what it is, but this phone never had a crashing issue. I have downloaded the assets and the base game download, that was 3 gigabytes, so you would think it would run better, but it seems to be not the case. The frames seem lower. The graphics look a little better, but the frames definitely seem lower. And the frame drops, you'll see one coming up in, I think it's in my next gunfight. In that first gunfight there are real players and the frames dropped and you see my aim went really wild. That's not me struggling to aim, that's the frames going input latency, then it reads my input, and obviously I've been pressing longer, so it then goes really wild and then comes back. And yeah, I can assure you that's not my actual aim, that's the frames dropping. So it's still an issue. So it seems like we've had no sort of optimization improvement. The graphics still don't seem to be streaming properly, or the shaders optimizing, because no longer do you get the yellow bar finalizing the update, where you used to get that in every other update before this one. Like, it might run like poo for the first like 10-20 games, and then it would do a finalized optimization thing, and it would then generally feel better. It's not doing that no more. I don't know if they've removed it or it's bugged and it's not working. It's hard to tell because the Activision servers have been so bad this weekend. I don't know if that's impacting people like downloading assets, streaming the assets, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if that's impacting its ability to do its job and finalise. I really don't know, but something is not good with this game. Other issues, there's now like attachments missing from the game. WSP9, the HISS barrel, that's missing. If you don't have it on your loadout already, that barrel is no longer available. It's just gone. I've got it on one of my loadouts and it's still on that loadout, so that's very strange. On the Car 98, if you level that up to level 3, you should unlock a scope. That doesn't unlock even if you're at max level. So again, really strange bugs, very low level things that shouldn't be happening. Outside of that, there's been mass disconnection issues, losing connection to host even though you've got nothing wrong with your Wi-Fi or your connection, and that's happening to a lot of people in different countries, and it's happening across all levels of devices, so there's clearly an issue there. Activision did have a free weekend on PC and console, so there would have been a lot of new players on their servers. I don't know if that's impacted Warzone Mobile in some way, but yeah, just generally things have been feeling very laggy, very weird and not good, so it's hard to sort of say a conclusive sort of an opinion on the update, because the performance side could be affected by the fact that the streaming's not working because of there's so many things that can add to the game not running well. It's hard to really pinpoint what the problem is. Now, the heat is a massive issue again, especially on the iPhone XR. But for me, the crashing, like if this was my main device and it was crashing every like 2 times a match, especially in BR where your life is important, you go to the gulag, time you've rebooted, you're waiting for your teammates to buy you back, you crash again, you're dead, and you've got to hope that they buy you back. That should not be happening. The update should not release if they've got issues, and I'll get into this. The Android update released at 6 PM UK time. The iOS did not get that update until 2 AM in the morning UK time, so basically Thursday. There was someone in the comments saying, oh, it's because iOS, the App Store, they're more strict and they take longer to verify the new update and release it. Activision, the Call of Duty Warzone Mobile account, actually commented and said, no, that wasn't the issue. We had problems with the iOS update and we were trying to iron them out before release. So they clearly acknowledged that there was problems and they didn't release the update due to that. Now I've got a feeling that they ran out of time and they had to release the update even though they knew it had issues, and I'm pretty much confident that is what would happen, because all the Android players, they would have had no iOS players in their lobbies, and I was watching Noah from YouTube and he was playing with no issues. He was on a S9 Tab Ultra and he had no issues at all, not a single problem, everything running smooth, everything looked beautiful. And he commented saying, this is really boring because my lobbies are full of bots, and the players that were going into his lobbies were lower skilled. There would have just been less people. Obviously if you've got only one platform, there's going to be less player base for the game to match you with, and he was just saying it was really unenjoyable. I think he got like a 47 kill game and he's like, I can't even use this footage because it's mostly bots and I feel like I'm just wasting my time like streaming at the moment. So clearly there was an issue with iOS because they've admitted it and they delayed it for 8 hours, but it still got released, and from my experience on all my devices, it's not a good update. It had so much potential with the crash map coming. I was really excited to play that. On my iPhone 12, it's multiplayer that's got the biggest issue. Multiplayer is the worst it's ever felt, and I never really had issues with multiplayer. Even in BR on Verdansk, I've got issues. But if I run a training match on Rebirth, it runs flawlessly, does not drop 60 FPS, looks beautiful, not a single issue, not even really heat issue. But as soon as I go on to a real game mode with, say, BR or multiplayer, it's like there's a problem with the streaming, because it's like the resolution's all fucked, the graphics look bad. And it's just strange because I have had games on Verdansk where it looked amazing and I was like, oh, this was really good. Then 2 games later it looked like shit. And I was like, so there's an issue somewhere. I don't know what it is, but I hope the devs are just going to get to work and sort this out now, because it's getting ridiculous. Like, each update just brings new problems. And for me personally, a month ago on the iPhone 12, everything was amazing. Like, I was so happy with where the game was, and it's just not feeling like it's ever going to get back to that. I don't want to run on too much, and like I say, I hope everything is running good for you. I know for Android, a lot of them have had such improvements, so I'm really happy for those people, because Android was in a bad place. On high-end devices as well as low-end devices, so it's good to see that they've got improvements and their games are running well. Personally, like I say, for me personally, I can't say that's the case, and I know plenty of people on the latest iPads that have basically got a laptop chip in them. They're so fucking powerful and they're struggling and they've got errors with this game, and if that doesn't summarize the state of the optimization, I don't know what will. But yeah, if you've got any issues, have you had any issues, leave a comment. If everything's running great for you, leave a comment. It'd just be interesting, like put what device you're on. Are you on Android, are you on iOS? How's the update been for you? What's the performance like? Anyway, I'm going to shut up. Peace out. Much love. Catch you in the next one.
Requesting close air. Target marked.
Copy. Gunboat on approach. Strike inbound. Impact. No hit. Enemy UAV active.